Hello, I'm Kathleen Hall, and this is the way I see it.
I'm Ken Pierre, and this is the way I see it.
Well, here we are in our January, beginning of the year. We're trying to motivate everybody, right, to alter their lives, move ahead, change their lives. So today we're going to talk about how to declutter your life. There's something called clutter stress, and UCLA has even done studies that shows that when clutter's around you, our stress hormones actually go up because we don't like clutter. There is something in our DNA that we don't like clutter. So growing up with 9 of us in a very small house, my mother kept things straight, but in my bedroom, it was a filthy pigsty. So I just shoved everything under the bed until the bed started getting so high, this is a true story, that my father came in and told me I couldn't date or talk on the phone. And that's when there was one phone in the house, and it wasn't mobile. So anyway, I couldn't wait to get out of there to be a slob. But that didn't work either because then I married an OCD guy who, that's a whole other story. On our wedding night, when he went to take off his clothes, he took off his boxer underwear and folded them perfectly and put them down and took off his T-shirt and did the fold thing and wiped it out and put it on a chair. And I almost got the keys to the car and left. But that was 43 years ago. So we've grown a lot since then.
Still hanging strong.
Still hanging strong. So are you a slob?
I have been.
Have you?
Before.
Are you a recovering slob or just kind of wane and wax with the slobness?
No, I made it a resolution to make sure that because I know what I'm capable of. Growing up,
I love that. When I know what I'm capable of.
Growing up with a West Indian mother that always, every Saturday you're scrubbing the tub. You're, just cleaning the bathroom, making sure your stuff looks presentable. So then I went to the military, and the attention to detail to fold a sweater 6 inches. You must measure it 6 inches. Your socks must be 5.5 inches.
Wow.
So it got to the point where it was like, I don't want to do any of this. I'm just gonna wing it. Yeah. Oh, you always preach have a plan. Having stuff everywhere is not having a plan. That's just procrastinating, and it just piles up. So I've effectively, made a conscious effort to make sure that my stuff is in place. And then, like, when you come home, you know where everything is at.
Yeah, and it's really neat to come home to a non-cluttered house. I mean, hoarding is huge. It's grown quite a bit. One of the biggest growing businesses is these rental spaces because people don't want to throw anything away. They get emotionally attached to it.
I agree.
And just put it in storage places. And they're very valuable. I mean, I've used them when I moved, but to use them as a long-term solution to clutter, and there are lots of organizations out there that need the things that you need to throw away. So what I kind of wanted to talk about shortly were tips on 3 ways to declutter. Declutter your mind, declutter your home, and declutter at work. And to declutter your mind, that's where we're thinking all the time. It's the first of the year. We worry. We have 60,000 thoughts a day. All of these different things that happen. Hey, Tess, our 3-legged cat just showed up. She's never been on camera before. And so declutter your mind. Get a meditation app like Calm or Insight Timer, and learn 5 minutes of quieting your mind. Declutter your mind. Do a guided imagery. Imagine you walking down the beach, or imagine yourself in the woods or somewhere where it's decluttered and peaceful. So it's really yoga. Yoga helps one center and focus and declutters the mind. So think about ways you can declutter your mind. Second is declutter your home. Heavens. And think of it as an adventure. People get overwhelmed and go, oh my gosh, that office, if you could see my office right now. I kind of put everything on one side of the desk so that when you're going by, you can't see it. But God help you if you get on the other side. I've been missing a cat for 3 weeks, and the smell's getting a little bad in there. I'm kidding. I only have Tess, the 3-legged cat. So anyway, think of it as an adventure. Imagine you're going to get an extra room. You're going to know where things are instead of throwing things and digging for things in a pile. and make it an adventure. Think of it cognitively differently. And baby steps. Don't expect to overcome clutter overnight. Do it an hour a day, or pick a Saturday or a Wednesday night. And if you can get your kids or your spouse or a partner or friends to, get in with you, hey, come on, I'll buy you a pizza afterwards or whatever it takes to, to pay them off.
Yeah, of course.
And then declutter your workspace. One of the biggest problems we have is people stuffing things in drawers and not being able to find it. What we know is the productivity, efficiency, a depression goes with it, an overwhelmedness. So we know that it's really, really a problem at the office. So what you need to do is also you maybe talk to your boss and say, I need one day where I just clean this up. I need one day. And I know that some of my staff did that in my team previously, and I would always go, absolutely, take half a day, not a whole day, but like half a day and do this, and if anybody can help you. So it's really important, and think of it in 3 different areas. Think of your mind and your body, okay, decluttering it, decluttering your beautiful sacred home, which is your personal sacred space, and then at work, because it's really important that when you walk in that office every day, when you see all that clutter, and I don't know about you, but when I see people interviewed on the evening news or whatever, and you go in and there are these books falling all over and papers this big, and they're really like, I want to get out exorcism oil or something and go, oh, Lord, I don't even know what's going on in that space.
No, I understand. I agree as well. Like, it just brings you a different moment of clarity, or sense of clarity, I should say, and it makes you feel like you're organized and you are well prepared. Because that's what you need to be in life.
Yeah, and I don't know about anybody else, but I don't know what ticks me off more than to look for something and have to dig through, don't you think? Like this morning, I had to do a media interview, and I knew I had everything prepared, but I was in a hurry yesterday and did not put it in the folder where I should, so it took me, 40 minutes to find what I had worked so hard to prepare. So it really is nice, and file cabinets, and you first started working with me and with us at the Mindful Living Network, and didn't I? Everything you do, I said you make
everything. Is a folder.
Yeah.
You got to make a folder for every little subject that you work on, because you know exactly where it is once you have dealt with whatever type of information you put it
right. And not after it gets thick information. No. I told him the minute you have the idea, I believe every thought is a divine revelation. You know how I feel about this. And people don't take their thoughts seriously. But when you're living cluttered and in confusion, you don't prize or think that they're sacred, or maybe could save the world.
Profound.
Right? So when you started, remember I said, you'd say something about an idea or something we had to do? Folder.
Even on the computer. But hard copy is better. Writing it down makes it feel more concrete.
And my husband and I we make so many folders. We have label makers. He has his with his name on it. He knows this. I have my label maker with my name on it, just like our measuring tapes, don't we? My measuring tape goes back 40 years. He knows it.
I know. And it's still brand new.
And Jim's got a measuring tape. Don't touch my measuring tape, and do not touch my label maker. And we've been married 43 years and are very happy. But if touch my label maker, I love it.
End the road.
Yeah, we can talk about that again. How about guessing how long and how many inches it is? And I'm never off because I have that little measuring tape in my mind.
In her mind, you're right.
But I hope we helped some with the clutter. I hope we didn't increase the clutter in your mind.
I hope we didn't either.
So that's it.
Yeah, my name is Kim Pierre, and this is the way I see it.
And I'm Kathleen Hall. This is the way I see it. Thanks, and have a great day.
Have a great day.